Blue's software allows you to easily configure multi-screens by using the layout feature. Furthermore, each object can be automatically adjusted to its optimal position and automatically scaled, like a car dashboard screen. Now let's take a look at Create method, a basic multi-screen. For example, suppose that the header, main screen, and footer customer screens, each consisting of a grid object, are placed on the canvas screen. Let's set main screen 1 to be displayed only when necessary, and only main screens 2 to 4 to be displayed larger at other times. First, create the dock panel screen. This layout feature is ideal for creating dashboard-like screens. Copy the grid object for the header to the dock panel. To make it look like a toolbar, set the height value smaller and set the width to auto scale. Set the location dock property to top to place it at the top of the screen. Next, copy the grid object for the footer to the dock panel. And set the height and width so that it looks like the footer, just like the header. Set the location dock property to bottom to place it at the bottom of the screen. Then place a uniform grid object in the center, where you want to make the multi-screen. A uniform grid is a layout feature that is suitable for arranging similar-looking screens in equal sizes and hiding them. Setting the location dock property to left or right will center the uniform grid on the screen. Next, copy main screen 1 to 4 to uniform grid. Set width and height to auto scale, so that each grid screen can be automatically scaled. Next, select the uniform grid and set the row property to 1. By this, the uniform grid can configure a multi-screen that displays 4 grid screens evenly in one row. Next, place a switch in the header to hide the main screen. Main screen 1 has an object name of grid 3, so set the switch's operation to word XOR 2 and grid 3-point visibility. Let's check the operation. When pressing the screen 1 switch, main screen 1 closes, and the other main screens auto-scale to fill the empty space with equal size. Create switches for screens 2, 3, and 4 in the same way. When confirming the operation, all main screens can now be opened and closed using switches. Furthermore, by setting the uniform grid's row property to 2, the 4 grid screens will be automatically scaled to be evenly sized using 2 rows. Summarize about the multi-screen. Use the uniform grid. Place the dock panel as a base for multi-screen. Place a grid for header, footer, and side menu as necessary. Place the uniform grid and set the location dock property to left or right so that the multi-screen will be center. By placing a grid object with auto scale width and height on the uniform grid, you can configure a multi-screen where each grid is displayed with equal size. When closing one grid on the uniform grid, it will be auto scale by the remaining grid evenly. By the way, if you want to avoid the layout in the grid from collapsing due to automatic scaling, set widths and height to fixed values. In this case, the object size will remain the same even on the uniform grid. Furthermore, by placing multiple uniform grids on the dock panel and setting different values for the dock panel location, uniform grid row and column, it is possible to mix vertical and horizontal multi-screens.